in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we're not to ride nobody with. We're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long. Top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. Four touchdowns, one pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Dak going to start out going to the air. Fires a slant, completes it to Tolbert. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 53 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
Forced out to his left. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
First down, here's Burrow. Steps away to his left. Into the hands of Rison, that's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Play action now, Prescott. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Prescott's throw there caught by Fehoko. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. To throw is Prescott. And this one complete, it's Fehoko. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing, Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Milwaukee with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Ebron with it over the middle. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Bengals at 8-2 on the year. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
The key for them, generating offense and finding a way to put the ball in the end zone. I mean, you get held under 10 points in your last game. Very hard to win in the NFL. Frankly, it's very hard to win in any league, scoring that few points.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To the air again, Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. That's caught by Rison. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They'll run here with Akers. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the give, here comes Jackson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second...
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. Flush to his right. This will be caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, Prescott flushed out right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Parkey adds the extra point. And we are tied at 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Grady Jarrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Parkey is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 76 yards. And the Bengals are able to move back in front.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. They'll give this to Singletary running right, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 24, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the red zone now, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Gregory. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Parkey with the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore from the 6. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now in defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And they go play action now. Burrow steps away. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 15 now. Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving again to everybody at home as we take a look ahead to what's coming up both later today and this weekend. As far
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
Now, that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On second down, this is Jackson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, it's caught. Tolbert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown! DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. And they'll try to run it in with Singletary. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. He finds his target, Ebron. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Prescott to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The good pick up there of 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Flush to his right.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. Prescott yet again. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball. But they've brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Prescott. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They go play action with Burrow. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. He couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 14 yards that time for number 14. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They run with Jackson out of the gun, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And here's a good way to... And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. They find some open field here. Loose inside the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A give up the middle to Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting to stay upright. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw, Prescott. That's caught by Tolbert. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Prescott. Right back to Tolbert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Dak. Into the hands of Singletary. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards left on second down. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Gregory. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Here's Prescott. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Cincinnati, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.